a company or a manager, there seems to be like a lot of conflict that goes on with it. For example, let's just take, for example, like Vanguard. I don't know if you, but Vanguard has hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of funds, mutual ETFs, etc. Uh, so the question is, being that some funds that have one strategy and and other funds have other strategies, can isn't there sort of a conflict of interest where sometimes maybe one fund might leverage the fact that another,
You can have conflicts when you have multiple products, especially, well, you could have conflicts if you have multiple products with the same strategy. You could have conflicts in multiple products with different strategies. You could have conflicts with the same strategy because, let's say, there's some opportunity available and there's a limited amount of it, and you, let's say, an IPO or something, and it's eligible to go into the two funds that you manage that have the same strategy. Which fund gets that IPO? Which fund gets that investment opportunity if it's suitable for both funds? And there are so that has to be managed. And all credible managers have what's called an investment allocation policy, where they're required by law to allocate their opportunities fairly and equitably. They take into account cash available, tax requirements of the client, of the fund, of the fund's investors. They take into account risk tolerance. Some funds may look like they have a similar strategy, but they have a greater risk tolerance. So all these factors go into, and the most important thing is you have a policy. And if a particular acute conflict comes up, then you try to document. If you're accepting away from your normal policy of allocating pro rata, you have to document a rationale as to why you're doing so, in case somebody like the SEC comes and asks,